Hey everyone, this is Ben. In this video, I'll show you how to send push notifications to browsers in a Laravel project. Let's get started.
First, create a new Laravel project. Then open the project in VS Code. Run the project. Alright, this is just a simple Laravel app. To send push notifications, we first need a service worker. Create the service worker in the public folder. The service worker is a simple JavaScript file. Create a listener for push notifications. Here we can receive the notification data in JSON format. Then we can display it using the showNotification method. Use notification.title for the title. You can also add more options. For example, you can add a body. You can also add an icon. The icon can be any image file, but you must upload it to your server. I simply put it in the public folder. We can also add additional data to use later. Here I add a URL for use in the click action. Now create another listener for when the user clicks or taps on the notification. Notification click. Here use clients.openWindow. From the data, use notifURL, which we have already defined. Now we must put this inside event.waitUntil. And also this. This is because these operations are asynchronous and may not complete before the service worker is terminated. By using event.waitUntil, we can ensure that the service worker remains active until these operations are complete. Alright, now we need a JSON object for the notification, and it should include the title, body, and URL. Something like this. Okay, our service worker is ready. Let's use it. Go to the views. Use navigator.serviceworker and register and the file name of the service worker. Then create a function to get permission for notification. Simply use notification dot request permission. And after permission is granted, and we'll come back to this part later, and create a button to run the method. Alright, let's test it. Now we can send notifications. In Google Chrome, open DevTools, and in the Application tab, in the Service Workers, we can see our service worker is activated and running. Here we can test it. And here we can send the JSON we talked about earlier. Copy it and alright, it works. And when we click on it, it opens the link. But let's see how to send this JSON to the service worker from our Laravel app. Go back to the request permission function, and here, first get the service worker. Use navigator.serviceworker.ready. And then subscribe by using service worker.pushmanager.subscribe. Here we need these options. First, user visible only. Second, application server key. And we must set user visible only to true. And this is required because it ensures that the user has explicitly granted permission to receive notifications, and that the notifications are only displayed when the user is actively using the browser. And for the application server key, we need to generate it. And there are multiple methods to do so. But now I will show you a simple and quick way. Just Google PHP web push. We can use this package. /link/webpush. And look for VAPID. And use this static method. But first, we need to import it. We can do this with Laravel Tinker. Run php artisan tinker and import it and VAPID. Now use this to create VAPID keys. Okay, this is our public and private keys. Public key is the application server key. Copy it. And we will use the private key later. Then we can get subscription data here. And I simply use fetch to send it to my database. Post method. And for the body, I use json.stringify and the subscription. Then a simple alert. Now let's create this route in the API. Here in api.php, create a post route. And okay. Now here we need a model. Create a simple model for push subscription with migration. And in its migration, add a new simple text field for data. And migrate. Okay, now use the model and create and data and get all the request content. And also we need to add data to the fieldable of our model. Let's check it. Let me save these files. And let me reset permissions. and everything is okay. And here in the database, we can see our subscription data. Okay, let's create a simple page for sending push notifications. In the web routes, create a get route admin slash notify. And a view. And pass subscriptions to it. Let's create this view. Just loop through subscriptions. And create a form for each of them with this action. Admin slash send notif slash subscription ID. And post method. And an input for the notification title. Another for body. And URL. And a CSRF token because we are using the post method. And finally, a button for send. And let me add Bootstrap to it for better styling. Okay, let's check it. Here is our form for subscription number 1. Let's create this route. Create a post route. with subscription ID and use root model binding and the request. Now here first create a web push object and an array with VAPID key. And here we need our public and private keys. And also we need subject. This can be our website address. Here it says it can be a mail to or your website address. Okay, now use web push, send one notification. And here we need to create a subscription object. And please note that this subscription is from ManageLink and is used to create the subscription object for use in the web push class. And it is different from the push subscription model we created to store subscription data. And here we need an array. So create it from our push subscription data. And JSON decode it. And true for second parameter, because we want an array. And finally create a JSON string from the request. Then assign the result to a variable. And I use die and dump to show the result. Okay, it's ready. And everything is okay. Let's check it on Firefox. Here is the subscription data for the user on Firefox. And it works. And if our website is closed, it also works. Okay, And before I start this project, I configured my Apache server for the public folder of this project for this domain. Additionally, I obtained a valid SSL certificate to it. And now I can access this project through my mobile phone. And I put the browser in the background. And this is for my mobile browser. And the link to the source code of this Laravel project is in the video's caption.